Hey, what's up?
Fishing
Hello.
Garrett.
I finally got internet, man. It just dropped all of a sudden.
Fishing Garrett, what's wrong with you, man?
Oh, man, I just love my swamp puppies. What can I say?
Are you fearless? Do you ever get scared out there?
Yeah.
Not with that kind of stuff because I grew up doing it my whole life, so it comes naturally. I'm not worried about that kind of stuff at all. Maybe with some other animals that I haven't experienced before, because I wouldn't know the behavior, I wouldn't know what to expect, and that would make me act a little bit more cautious.
So
But yeah, I'm not scared out there at all, really.
around the gators, around the snakes, you're not afraid because there are poisonous snakes out there. I mean, but you're so confident that you're gonna see them. You're never gonna have an accident. You don't think?
Yeah, I totally could. If I could easily make a mistake out there. It just takes one wrong move. Even with all the experience in the world, all it takes is one wrong step, and I could step on one. But I trust myself that I that I won't do that. But,
So they
you know,
they wouldn't go out of their way to attack you?
Oh, absolutely not.
Hmm.
They're very calm, and a lot of people have a misconception that like cottonmouth, for example, that's like the main snake I see out there. That's like very abundant, something that you'll run into a lot. They they're just defensive. So you'll walk up to it and it'll coil up and then open its mouth and do a defensive posture. And it's not trying to attack you or come after you, but sometimes people will walk up to them and they'll scare them, and the snake doesn't know what's going on, and it's just trying to get cover, trying to hide, and it'll shoot right under their feet, and they think it's after them. You know what I mean?
I see.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh my God, the snake attacked me! It just went after me."
Why?
So yeah, yeah, a lot of people get worried, when they see that, but it's just them not being familiar. But I always try to tell people that snakes don't chase you; it doesn't happen.
Why do you do it barefoot?
Oh, I've always liked being barefoot. I get better grip. Like right now, for example, here I'll switch the camera. I'm walking on these sharp rocks. Yeah, but I just love being barefoot. It's really comfortable for me. I get better traction. I'm not always barefoot. There's some situations where you just absolutely have to wear shoes, but I prefer to be barefoot.
That's incredible, dude. Have you ever had any close calls? Like, what's the most harrowing experience you've had out there?
In the Everglades, exactly.
Or I mean,
nothing too crazy in the Everglades. I've had some really close calls with alligators, but that's just me. That's just me handling them. Like, I don't show this in TikTok a lot, but when I actually handle alligators, like I actually can catch them, and handle them. I don't always put that on TikTok, but because I'll get banned, they're very sensitive with the community guidelines. And yeah, I get some really close calls doing that sometimes, but it's not too bad.
So this is what you do for fun? You just cruise out there? I mean, why are you doing it?
Oh, I just love it. I've done it my whole life, man. I'm out there. The main reason I'm out in the Everglades is to remove the invasive Burmese pythons. So I'm sure you've heard of the giant pythons that are invading the Everglades. So I go out there, and the main goal is to find these invasive pythons and remove them out of the ecosystem.
Okay, interesting.
What do you do with them?
So by law, you have to humanely euthanize them.
Really?
But if I can legally get away with keeping them alive and rehome them to someone that can keep them, then I'll do that. But it's not always an option for me, and I have to keep myself out of trouble. But I'm always looking after the animal. It's not their fault, it's people's fault because they released them.
Oh, wow.
Wait, how do you euthanize a snake?
I personally don't do it. I have someone else do it. I hate killing them. I feel bad.
Yeah.
You have to destroy the brain, and that's like the quickest death form. So like a knife behind the head, or anything that will, something like that. And I hate that, man. I don't like doing that.
So why is it so important to get these snakes out of the Everglade?
Because they're eating all of the small mammals. So since the 80s, we've received a 90% decline on small mammals. So raccoons, possums, foxes, even the Florida panther. So we're running really low. Huh?
The pythons will kill panthers?
Oh, yeah. A big 17, 18-footer could easily take down a panther.
Holy crap.
Especially their cubs.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they eat. When the researchers cut them open, they find deer hoofs in them. They eat fully grown deer.
Whoa.
Wow.
So how the hell do you get rid of an 18-foot snake?
Oh, I come up right behind it and I yoink it, pick it up,
It's
and it's gonna fight back. They're very, very powerful. But if you're used to working with snakes and you understand how to do it, you are capable of catching a pretty big snake
not
with no
me.
experience.
Not me.
Yeah, dude. You could, if you have the confidence.
You
and
don't know
listen to
me.
I've been watching you since I was little. I think I
Oh,
know you.
thank
Oh,
you.
really?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Man,
go ahead.
I've been watching you guys ever since like back in the day with the iDubbbz and all that. I love you guys.
Oh,
Oh
thanks,
my
bro.
God.
Well, you're awesome. I love you. You're
your
so cool.
videos are amazing.
Yeah, your videos are so
Really
unique
appreciate
and
it.
so wild, man, and so cool. You were going on about the invasive snakes. You're saying they're eating. Why is it important to keep the mammals?
Because it's the Florida Everglades is a one of a kind ecosystem, and it's really important to keep everything in check, everything natural. When you start taking all these animals out of the food chain, it ruins the balance. Like right now, like when you get rid of these mammals, it messes with all the other animals too. And we have all kinds of invasive fish. I feel bad for these alligators because the pythons eat most of their food, and now they're resorted to just eating invasive fish.
Mm.
And you'll see in my videos where the alligators will bite in the mud. They're trying to catch these minnows because when I shine a light around them, it scares the fish into them, and then they catch them.
Oh, you guys are working together, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to help them out. And you're technically, you're not you really shouldn't feed alligators, but that's like a natural way to get them food without them knowing it's from me.
Mm.
Like if I walked up to the alligator and handed it a fish, that alligator would remember that, and he would associate people with food, and that can make them very dangerous because whenever he sees a random person, he's going to swim right up to them, not to eat them, but just because he knows that person, when he gets close to him, he gets food.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't he
So
try to eat? Why wouldn't an alligator try to eat a person?
Generally, they don't see people as food, man. They rely on movement to feed. So he might see my leg moving, and they'll respond to any kind of movement. Like I could get a stick and splash it in the water, and he'll come right up to it because he thinks it's something he can catch. They're very opportunistic, and they'll take down just about anything they can get their mouth on.
And what about like these big ass 18-footers? Why aren't they eating people?
You'll hear that they're everywhere and everything, but they're not that easy to find. They're very reclusive. They hide deep in the swamp, and they don't always come out. So it really takes professionals to find these things. And they do show up in people's yards and stuff sometimes, but they don't really take you out. They'll take out your cat or dog or something. Maybe a small child. If you had a small child, that could happen. But as far as I know, it hasn't happened yet.
Jesus, that's scary. And so there's a lot of these snakes out there. It seems like they're reclusive, like you said, but this is like a huge invasion of them.
Oh yeah, there's more than FWC says for sure. They say there's I think over 100,000, but I'm very confident there's more.
More than 100,000?
Oh yeah, I'm very confident. Very confident there's lots more than that. Just because you don't find them, like I can come out here during the wrong time of year in the wrong climate and not find any for weeks. But if I go during the right time, you could find a bunch. It's just I know how good they can hide and how easy they can go undetected. So I just know how many. I know there has to be way more than 100,000 according to our numbers. A lot of the numbers we catch aren't. I don't always glorify how many pythons I'm killing. I don't like it, but a lot more than I show on social media.
How many do you think you're catching? You can be honest with us.
But
you're doing a good thing, right? I mean, it's nothing.
Me and my buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I just don't like killing snakes, man. But it has to be done, man. Even some of the greatest animal lovers come out here and try to help out.
Are you guys?
But you want to know? You want to know what a bigger problem is than the pythons?
Yeah.
Florida is building houses at such an alarming rate right now. They are wiping out all the natural ecosystem.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really, really sad. Like I grew up in Southwest Florida, and everywhere I go now is huge construction sites. So all the eastern diamondback rattlesnakes, all of the other endangered animals, like even the Florida panther, all of its habitat is messed up because they need really, really big pieces of property and land to travel to breed and stuff. So it's really sad to see Florida go downhill like this with so much land development.
And they
Which
don't.
I'm all for. I'm all for building houses, but they just need to really limit on where they're building houses.
So
there's no like nature reservation kind of.
There is, but there's not enough. You can't just make a square of you can't just make a square of conservation land and expect it to just be perfect, because these animals need huge areas, especially the panther. The panther travels like 100 miles. They can travel really, really far.
And
So when you make a big square of land, a lot of these animals just end up crossing out of that, going to people's yards, going into the road and getting killed. It's
Yeah.
pretty sad.
so what are these land developers doing? They just scooping out the swampland and just putting in like
They're regulated by the government and FWC and everything, but it doesn't matter as long as you have the money. You can always get things done. It's a shame.
But how do they do it? Because it's swampland, right? There's a way to they just remove.
Not just in the Everglades, mainly the more uplands of Florida, just like Florida as a whole.
Okay.
They go in there and they wipe out all the trees. Sometimes they leave a few trees, because it looks pretty to some people, but for the most part, everything goes. I actually work for an environmental company called Wetlands Management. So we manage swamps and wetlands. We remove invasive plants. We do wildlife surveys. We do gopher tortoise removal surveys. So we go around and we relocate these burrowing gopher tortoises and keep them from getting killed from the land developers. And they have to pay for it, the land developers.
Okay.
But I hate seeing it. That's how I know what's really going on, behind the scenes. Bad.
So what would you like to see done in terms of housing? I mean, there's like
I'm
massive
great.
housing shortages across the country, right?
Yeah.
What should we be
I
doing?
would love to see them building more around the cities and just like less building in certain areas.
Yeah, I know.
It's really hard for me to say exactly what they should do. I don't have all the answers. I just know it's out of control.
I know one of the problems here in LA is that they're not building up enough. I don't know if that's a problem. And, you look at Manhattan or New York, for example, you have millions of people, because they build up. They have really tall buildings. And I don't know if that's an option. But
yeah, that could totally be an option.
Yeah.
And, go to places like Tampa or Miami, they build up.
So are you guys making headway on the snakes, the invasive snakes there, you and all the people?
We're never going to get rid of them. The only thing we can hope to do is control them.
I see.
Just control the population of them.
And so is it being done by like volunteers like you, or is there some kind of state effort?
A lot of it doesn't get mentioned. Like a lot of it doesn't get mentioned, but there is a lot of people like me removing them.
Really?
Yes, sir. But yeah, they have professional python contractors with the water management district, and they go and they have a group that goes and removes them, and FWC has a group that goes and removes them.
I see. Do you think I wonder, because I know,
in my city where I'm from, Holon in Israel, there's a lot of building up to the point where people always complain about it because it's so ugly. And it feels claustrophobic, like it's buildings next to buildings next to buildings. But I guess in a way,
what you got to do?
It's just Israel is so tiny, you don't really have an option.
Well, then you got to stop having kids.
Yeah.
If you don't want to build up, then stop fucking.
I love people, but I love the animals too. I want to keep them around. I've just slowly seen it get worse and worse over the years.
So, what's the worst case scenario, do you think, if these populations go unchecked?
Oh, there are. FWC is already doing that as we speak. There's more than just pythons that are invasive. Have you ever heard of the green iguanas or tegus?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you have?
The green iguanas?
Oh, I never heard of that.
The green iguanas are all over, and FWC just made them illegal to possess.
Oh.
So the only thing you can do is kill them.
Whoa.
Which sounds okay, but now that gets rid of thousands of people that collect these babies and sell them to other people out of state and give them a home out of state where they couldn't survive. So they would have to be taken care of in captivity. So now nobody's doing that, and now the populations are going to go way out of control, especially with the tegus too.
Oh.
So you think there's some mismanagement there on the government level,
there's
definitely
the wrong people in charge. I don't know who to blame, but it's definitely not being done right.
It seems like the state of Florida specifically is very pro-business, and I would assume, I don't know, but like not very environmentally forward, conscious, whatever,
I think a lot of places really aren't when it comes down to it. I think everything, even if they may say they are or whatever, they may promote that they are on like the news or whatever. When it comes down to it, they're all controlled, and it's all about money when it comes down to it. From what I've experienced, at least.
Let me look around. Show me where you're stomping around there.
I'm walking in a circle right now because I got up to these woods and I don't want to walk in and lose internet.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see.
Here, let me flip it around.
Yeah.
So you have baby.
So I'm looking around these rocks for maybe a python or a rattlesnake or something cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool. I really wish I could find something for you guys, but all my good spots have no internet.
That's all right.
That's why I don't do TikTok lives.
Wherever you are is the good spot.
Yeah.
Hey, do you accept the moniker of Florida Steve Irwin?
No, I don't want to be. I don't want to be exactly. I don't want to be Steve Irwin. See, I love Steve Irwin, but everyone throws out this guy Steve Irwin. If you just pick up a snake, it doesn't even have to be me. So I kind of want to be my own person, but I love Steve Irwin. I don't think anyone can live up to his level with wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to get close to it. I stand for the similar things.
Well, your TikTok is insanely successful. The views you're getting there are nuts. I wonder if there's anyone reaching out to you to.
Yeah, I've had a lot of different people reaching out.
Okay.
I need help. I'm kind of a caveman on the phone. I really don't know what I'm doing. I just make little TikTok videos.
Because I think I see that for you. I see that potential for you. I think he was eaten.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Well, if you need help, we can help you out. I mean, I know how to talk to you.
Yeah, I'd love to travel.
Yeah, I'm not. If you need to, if you have questions
really
or something, or if you want, I don't know how much connections I have, but I can help you however I can. If you have questions about shit.
Oh man, I would really appreciate that. I would like to get off of TikTok at some point because it's mainly entertainment. I like to educate, but I can't really get into depth with the education side because every time I try to, it doesn't work real well with the views and the algorithm. They just like fast action. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I try to get that entertainment, but also give them a little bit of knowledge too, if I can.
Have you tried YouTube?
Not really, not yet. I really need to. I really need to. I don't know how to. I don't know how to make videos.
Oh man, you would take off there. Well, I think you're filming, so just
you're so good at your TikToks. I think it'd be, easy for you.
just
I feel
pass
like
the footage to an editor. We can find you an editor. We can hook you up.
Yeah, I would really appreciate that because I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a guy with a camera.
Oh, dude, you have a YouTube for shorts? Do you have a YouTube channel and post shorts there?
Yeah. I have like 4K subscribers. I made a YouTube and I posted a few things on it, but I don't really know what I'm doing.
Well, you should post the same TikTok videos to YouTube. They'd crush there too.
You think so?
Definitely.
I see everyone else is crushing with my videos.
Oh, they're reposting your shit?
Oh yeah, dude. They're making bank, dude. Good for them.
Well, good for you. We got to get you cut in, dude.
I don't mind. I used to make me upset when I would see people would get a lot of views and I'm just like, no one tagged me, but I don't care anymore. I'll get recognized by it eventually. I mean,
it's true. It's all your content. But I do think that it'd be really easy to convert. Hey, tell me what pets you have.
I actually don't have a lot right now. I did rehabilitate. So, we had that Hurricane Ian come through. Dude, it hit Englewood, Florida so directly. I live on 20 acres there. My family has property over there, and it devastated that whole area so bad, man.
Wow.
So I got a lot of people bring me baby raccoons. I've rehabilitated a lot of animals, like almost any animal you can think of. So I had baby raccoons for a while, and they've completely grown up. And I was banned on TikTok for 7 months, so I didn't do any updates or videos with them or anything. But I had some raccoons, and now they're in the wild.
Why'd you get banned? For doing dangerous stuff?
I don't know. I posted a crab video, these big giant land crabs that are in the Keys. And then that got banned. And then I posted a fishing video, like a short fishing video, and then that got banned. And then they just deleted my whole
Fucking hell,
and then
dude.
they were so bad with helping me, reaching out. I could never get a good answer from them. And I could never predict what would happen with my TikTok every day. Every time I post, I'm shaking. I'm like, oh, this could be it.
That's, I love TikTok.
They've been a lot better.
But that is the scary thing about it, dude. But with TikTok's future in an uncertain spot, we got to make sure you get somewhere where you can
diversify.
Yeah, you got to diversify, dude.
Yeah, I really need to. I'm gonna have to move to YouTube or something else. I don't know exactly. I'm not very good online. Not gonna lie.
We'll
I can
talk.
just make.
We'll talk. We'll figure it out. We're gonna help.
Yeah, I really appreciate
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
And
It's easy.
I have some big plans. I want to go to the Amazon rainforest,
Oh,
the
fuck.
Congo.
Oh, wow.
Actually, I was planning on going on a trip to Peru with some buddies, and we're gonna look for green anacondas, and we're gonna do research on them.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So I'm gonna help out some researchers and
just film
see
everything.
if we can find...
Just film everything.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna try.
Even if you don't know what you're gonna do with it or where you're gonna
Mhm.
put it, just film everything.
Oh, I will. Man, there's a whole lot of content I don't post. Trust me, man. I've been doing this ever since I was little. There's so much I don't record and post. Like, that's the difference between me, because a lot of these people, like, they have exotic pets and they can always make content, but they didn't start when they were young. You know, they weren't handling real wildlife.
Mhm.
So there's definitely a big difference with that. I just hope I can capitalize on it and better help the ecosystem and promote wildlife properly.
I think that's the beautiful thing, is that you also have a good message with like amazing content. So I think it's great.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
You are
I'm actually posting a TikTok right now. I had a crazy night in the Everglades, man. I got bit by a water scorpion when I was standing next to this 10-foot alligator, and he was under the water, and he was right by my foot, and he was looking at my foot, so I'm watching him, and I take a step back, and I step on a water scorpion. It bites me on the leg, and I was like, "Ow, what the heck bit me?" And I look at my foot, and it's bleeding. Look up a water scorpion or like toe biter.
I'll pull it up.
And you'll see this crazy looking bug.
So you're not scared when an alligator's just chilling like right next to you?
No, I'm watching him, and I can judge his body language. If he wanted to get me, I could pretty certainly guarantee if he was gonna lunge forward. Like, I'll even watch the back legs. Like, let's say he does want to lunge for me. He's gonna position himself to lunge, so I'll see that positioning by judging his body language, and then know, oh, I better watch the fuck out.
Is this the thing that got you? Can you see it?
Yeah, there it is. That's
Fuck
it.
that, dude.
Dude, that thing has a wild sting.
So this
I'll
little
pick one.
fuck that bug, dude.
I'll pick. Yeah, it's a little devil for sure, man. I'm always paranoid about them. That's like you think I'm worried about the alligators? I'm worried about stepping on one of those because I won't even see it coming.
So is this your arch nemesis out there? Would you say?
Oh yeah, dude. Especially during the rainy season, they're everywhere, and I just step on them left and right.
Yo, dude.
I think I built up a tolerance to the bite and the poison, but it's still pretty wild.
Is this the same bug?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my god.
Dude,
that's it, man.
Hell no.
Yeah, dude. they're intimidating.
Yeah, so I don't like that for you. I'm looking at this bug still.
Our live chat
Don't
is
worry.
like freaking out over it right now.
I'll catch one. I just don't like stepping on them. It's okay to grab them.
So here's what I want to. I need you.
Did I lose it?
Can you hear me? We had a little. We lost a little reception there, but I think we're good. I need you to diversify, and I need you to get some kind of show, especially with medics, so they can go with you, so you don't die. Because I'll be honest, bro. I know you're like a pro, but like something's gonna happen, right? Don't you feel like eventually something's gonna go wrong?
Something could. I'm gonna try my best not to. I never really get hurt, but yeah, I could totally make a mistake. And I doubt it would be with alligators. It'd probably be with venomous snakes. If you look at my Instagram, it's the same name, FishingGarett. It has pictures of me holding eastern diamondback rattlesnakes up to my face. And that's far more dangerous than the alligators. Because if I got bit by that would kill me so fast.
Why would you put it to your face then, dude? Don't do that.
Because I know because I love it. It's stupid. I don't recommend people doing it. But it's just something I like to do. I love them. I know I'm not going to get bit by it. I could, but I'm judging the behavior. Like I said, just like Steve Irwin did. Steve Irwin never got bit by a snake. He got bit. He got the stingray came out of nowhere. That was like a freak accident. And see, something like that could happen to me.
That's true.
But it's amazing how many animals he handled without getting bit. He's far above me with that. And with way more venomous snakes. Like, it won't last 10 minutes if you get bit by some of the snakes he was handling.
Oh, he was doing even crazier shit, huh?
Yeah, for sure, man. Than anyone. But I think I would totally handle some of the crocodiles and do all that stuff that he does. I haven't really seen him do anything that I wouldn't do, but I would need to experience the animal more before I'm confident in doing that. I could always wing it, but, I don't want to die too quick.
No, don't wing stuff, please, dude. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, you got a lot of time, dude.
Oh, you're on my
Yeah.
Instagram? Did you see the
Yeah, we're seeing
you see the video where I stick my hand in the alligator's mouth?
Oh, I did just
No.
see that here. I
Wait,
can
pull it
that
up.
one
That
Hold
was
up.
actually a very long time. That was a very long time ago when I did that one.
And this is a
I
wild
was
alligator?
doing that when I was like 12.
Dude, what
Yeah,
do
yeah, it's a wild
do your parents
alligator.
get scared for
I don't
you?
really work with.
You pulling that up, Dan?
They used to. They used to, but I think they've gotten over it.
Why
My
would
mom's
you
used
do
to it.
that?
She used to get all worried, but she's okay now.
That's just that's just like usually when people do this, it's like a trained animal.
Actually, so when they do
Oh
it
my
with when they do it with the alligators that are in the farms and everything, it's the exact same thing. The alligator is still will still bite you the same way as a wild one. A wild one will just be more jumpy and sometimes not broken in and sometimes react differently. But when it comes to that bite, it's all the same.
Yo, you would crush on Facebook too. I have no question the boomers would eat that shit up, brother. God, I can't believe you're sitting on like this content empire. I mean, look how good it does on TikTok. What do we do? What are we gonna do for him?
Yeah.
What can we do for him?
I would like to get financially stable. I live in a trailer right now.
Really?
Are you making a little bit of money from TikTok with those views? I know it's not a lot.
Dude, I think the past month I've been back, I've made maybe 10K. Nothing crazy.
Over what period of time?
Over the past like 2.5 months. Oh, I heard something. There's something right over here.
Take me.
Oh man.
Take me.
Something to I hope it's a panther.
I can't. It's a little.
Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was just listening to you.
So I'm walking around. I'm looking.
What did you think? What do you think you heard out there?
I don't know. I've had some crazy experiences out in the woods before. Like I know every single animal sound. I know exactly. Like when I hear a noise, just by the bushes rustling, I can usually tell you what it is just by how the bushes rustle. Because certain animals walk a certain way through the woods, and you can recognize that after a long time of experience. And I've heard some crazy noises before that I can't tell you what they were. Like I've heard screams, like deep, like guttural screams, and weird, like wood knocking, and it's real suspicious.
Does that freak you out when you hear something you don't know what it is like that?
Yeah, it does make me worried because I don't know what it is. And I'm curious, and I want to get closer and figure out what it is. Because if I could get a video of whatever I'm hearing, that would be awesome.
Right.
Do the I have a question. Do the pumas out there? Do they have like that crazy scream? Here in California, we have mountain lions, which I know are like related, and they when they scream, it sounds like a woman being like murdered with a knife. It's like the craziest sound.
Yeah.
Ever.
I've heard them fighting in the woods before, and it is insane. And it took me a while to figure out exactly what it is because it's such a rare sound to hear two fighting.
Right.
Because they're already rare animals in general, so to hear two fighting was crazy. And that took me a minute to figure out what it was, but I eventually did. But no, they make the panthers here make a little bit of a different sound, and it's not too common to hear them being very vocal. They usually do little chirps, little chirp sounds to communicate.
Cute,
dude. You are the man. You are so talented and brave and knowledgeable. I want good things for you.
Oh. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Man, I'm like I said, dude, I've been watching you since I was a little kid. So it's really great to meet you. I'm like, I want to meet that guy one day. I want to meet you, Ida, Filthy Frank.
Yeah, those
those were the days, man.
Those were.
The days.
Hey, listen, who's it? Zach, you're in touch with them?
Yeah.
You guys have email? Okay. Let's chat afterwards. We'll see what we can do for you. I want to help you out.
I agree. Absolutely. I can't wait to like go and follow you and watch all your videos.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys ever have me on at night and I'm in a certain situation, I can basically give you a whole TikTok but over the live.
Oh, that would be great.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'd love that.
We could. It would be very easy to set up as long as it's nighttime. Like, because a lot of all the action out here in the Everglades happens at night.
Okay, I was gonna ask why you do it at night, but I'm assuming that's
right.
Everything's nocturnal. Like, did you know like deer and rabbits and almost every mammal, they're all nocturnal.
Oh.
Deer and rabbits.
Yeah, deer, rabbits, they're all nocturnal. Wow. Of course, deer come out. That's why hunters will hunt them early in the morning because they're coming out you know, because that's when the deer are still out, and then right before dark, because that's when they start to come out.
Huh. So we're the only idiots walking around in the daytime.
A lot of python hunters that don't know, they're out here in the middle of the heat of the day when all the snakes are hiding, and they're out here just looking away. I try to help them out.
What do you think about this wild animal right here?
Oh, that's cute. It looks like good gator food.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think he'd survive in the Everglades?
Oh no, man, he wouldn't make it a day.
Yeah.
You know what
He
would
was a
happen to him
stray
first is
dog.
a car would hit him, dude. People run over all the wildlife here. It's so disgusting.
Is there sign?
Like I just saw a 10-foot alligator killed in the road. How do you hit a 10-foot alligator? It's huge.
What?
How do you not see it?
I would assume people around there know too to keep an eye out.
Yeah, no, dude, they just run them over, and it's really dangerous. If you're gonna hit something like that, it could kill your whole family. You might as well hit a brick wall.
Oh yeah.
What kind of dog do you got there?
He's like
Alfredo is a mix. We don't really know exactly because he was adopted, but it's like a Yorkie
Maltese.
something.
Yeah, something.
Cute.
So listen, Garrett, thank you. It was a treat. And everybody, we've got FishingGarett. That's you on TikTok. That's you on Instagram. That's your handle everywhere.
Yes, sir.
FishingGarett.
Nice.
I think we got to get you set up on
his YouTube, by the way, to the chat. So
his
nice little influx of subs.
Oh, it's
wait, what's his? It's just FishingGarett on YouTube.
FishingGarett on YouTube.
Yeah, so I think we got to get you set up on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
And that should be the goal there.
I would really appreciate it. I need help. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know how to handle the animals. That's about it.
That's it.
I'm learning.
You know, also on YouTube Shorts, they're not as militant. You know, I don't think you got to worry about getting banned all the time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
maybe I can step it up a little bit.
Yeah, you could post stuff there
man,
for sure.
if I'm gonna be completely honest, my videos are very nerfed compared to what I actually do off camera.
So I think YouTube,
like all those alligators, I could handle them and I could do all kinds of crazy stuff. But I also want to find that intermediate where I don't want to be harassing them. You know what I mean? I don't want to. Like, a lot of people think that I am when I'm really not. I don't want them to think I'm just going there and just to mess with the gator. You know, I'm really just looking for pythons, and there's gators everywhere, and I'm just walking around them saying hi to them. They never seem to mind. They always watch me, you know, and keep their distance and never attack me.
Yeah, one thing I would recommend that you could do right away is there's like it's a website or software.
Yeah, there's a few websites.
You can remove the TikTok watermark and then just upload.
I have that.
Okay, good. Just upload all your videos to YouTube, dude.
Okay, yeah.
Those will take off.
I've done it a few times and I get like 1,000 views and I'm like, it's not worth it.
It takes. I think it takes a minute, but
maybe a little bit of consistency.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll talk.
Yeah, man, keep in contact.
So, guys, check out FishingGarett. Support him. This guy's going places. He's the real deal. He is the real deal. FishingGarett. Holy smoke. So awesome, man. So nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Great to meet you guys too.
All right. Stay safe out there. We'll talk.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be out here tonight. Wish me luck.
All right,
Good luck.
Hey, if I die, I'm posting a video right now. So if I die, you can leave watch that.
Okay. If you what's the best way to find your body if you disappear in the Everglades?
Oh, you won't, man. The alligators will eat it up. That sounds like a pretty cool way to go, honestly.
So an alligator would eat your dead body, but not your live body.
It could attack me. It totally could. But for the most part, alligators are really peaceful. I promise. And just in the wrong situation. Did you actually hear about that 85-year-old lady that got taken out by the alligator in Florida?
85-year-old lady.
No.
I do.
Yeah, some old elderly lady just got yoinked. She got yoinked.
Wow.
What happened? She just wasn't fast enough.
She made a big mistake, something you'd never want to do in Florida. A lot of these northerners, they move down here and they're not aware with all of the alligators. And they go over to any body of water is probably going to have an alligator in it. And that's fine. You don't need to be scared, but you just need to keep an eye. You know, when you're near the water's edge, just keep an eye. I'm knocking on your door, but it'll be in the water, just chilling, being an alligator.
Look at this.
And
they arrested the alligator, bro.
Yeah, dude, they got that thing, dude. I feel bad for it.
Yeah, what did he do?
Yeah.
He's under arrest.
He got arrested for being an alligator.
Yeah. So what was the mistake she made?
She was not paying attention, and she's probably very old, and I don't blame her necessarily for it, but it was very preventable. The alligator shooting across the pond on the top of the water. It sees the dog. Okay, it wants that little dog, kind of a dog like the one you have. And the alligator comes right after the dog, climbs up the bank. The dog runs away. It's on a leash, but it runs kind of out of the way of the alligator.
Yeah.
And the alligator just grabs the nearest thing close to it, which was the lady's leg, and just drug her right in the water.
Oh.
Crazy.
And the video cuts, but it definitely effortlessly took
I
her
wonder
out.
if old, you know how they say like old lobsters don't taste as good because like the meat is less tender. I wonder if that's true of humans.
That's true for an alligator.
I wonder if that's true of humans.
Oh, I don't know, man. I bet it'd be more tender, honestly.
The oldie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aged to
like
perfection.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wonder. I just
yeah.
wonder, you know. It's kind of interesting because she's pretty old,
like an old
85.
whiskey.
I mean,
It's an
not-
old whiskey,
Yeah,
exactly.
oak barrel.
So she was walking a dog or something like that?
Yeah, she was walking a small
Yeah,
dog.
you can probably pull up a video. They're all over. But
So
yeah, she was walking a dog next to the water's
yeah.
edge.
is that something you're not supposed to do? Like walk a dog near the
You
water?
never want to walk your small dogs or any dogs next to the side of a pond in Florida.
Yeah.
And if you do, at least be aware of your surroundings
Mhm.
and look around. The alligator's not going to come from underneath the water and shooting out at you. It's going to see you from far away and slowly work its way over. It's watching that dog. It doesn't care about you. It sees that small mammal, and it's just after it. It sees that small movement. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Oh, oh, wow. Here,
Once the alligator is already shooting towards her.
here's a picture just to give you an
There's-
idea of what she was doing. That seems really,
Yeah.
But we're back. Are we back and good?
We will be in a moment.
Garrett was eaten during the.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We watched him die.
Yeah, he was yanked into the water and
Tragic,
consumed
really.
Tough watch.
Yeah, it was rough.
I felt bad, but you know what? That's just how
He
it is.
said it himself. You know, it's always a possibility. So
He said, "I'm the invasive species."
right.
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking interesting dude, huh?
Yeah, for real.
That guy's awesome. That was like, awesome. That guy's awesome.
Love him.